keeping the block now at a low height. You're welcome to take it at a medium height. I want to set it right at the lower rib cage. And so as I set myself to this side lying position, I'm going to prop up with my elbow and keep my neck neutral. You can open up the hips by taking the knee away and setting the foot against the knee. The other hand becomes your kickstand, and the block gives you a nice release as you rock forward and back. So as you rock forward and back and use your hand for an adjustment, you might find that this comes with great ease. You can appreciate the release of the muscles along the side of the rib cage. You can turn your head and look up. But if you are ready to do a little bit more, then I want you to make sure that your block is low and that you add your massage balls. So here, if I turn the block low, I add my blanket to keep the massage balls from slipping. I can add 2 massage balls, yeah? And all of a sudden, there's a little bit more sensation in how I rock forward and back and affect glide. Yep. So we are affecting in part when we rock forward the big latissimus muscle, and it spans a great area of the superficial part of the back. So it's going to give us great freedom. It is affecting shoulder movement, participating with what happens through tricep engagement. So it becomes a rather important muscle. All right, wonderful. Let's do all of that on the other side. I want to start simply. I started out with my block. Underneath those lower ribs. Elbow propped up. This one is an interesting surprise. So this deep tissue release begins to replace our warm-up. It gives us access to relaxation, releasing tension in the body, and then perhaps to accessing poses with a little bit more ease. And so we followed that with exploring what if I were to turn the block low, add the blanket, add 1 or 2 balls. I'm adding 2. And it doesn't matter if they run vertical or horizontal with your body. It will just give you something different, right? Everybody will have a chance to play. Here I am again, and I can add a little bit of glide. I can still rock forward and back. Exactly. Let's do 2 more passes. All right. So from here, we are going to work without the blanket. And we are going to work once again with the block, just 1 ball. And I'm going to encourage you that this block might be set at a diagonal, that the ball is set on top of the block. And as you come and rest on your belly, that you rest your head. So the block and the ball are for the front of my shoulder, sort of that anterior deltoid, the pectoralis. And I really want to affect the pectoralis more. And so my arm gets to rest. The other hand is resting on the floor, and my head rests on my hand. So we could do nothing. We can decide we're just going to rest here and let gravity help and the weight of our body help. If you tend to use your arms in front of you a lot, which I think we all do, then what you'll find is that reacting to a piece of technology, cooking, holding children, working in the garden, playing a musical instrument, all the things that we use our hands right in front of us to do, we end up with these muscles being tight and overused. If you're ready for something different, then I'm going to encourage you to lift the arm off the floor and reach it ahead, and then come back to this goalpost position. Let's try that again. I'm reaching the arm ahead and coming back. You can play around with readjusting, like where is that massage ball? Where exactly is it affecting change? Let's try that 2 more times. This next repetition, as you draw the elbow back, you're drawing that wing back. I want you to stay here and turn from the wrist, turn the palm. And relax. And then at your ease, simply press up. You can maneuver the block to the other side. I'm going to come at a diagonal. Again, the ball rests on the block. It's going to come right to the inside of the shoulder, a little bit across the chest, totally up to you. It doesn't matter if the block runs more vertical or horizontal. It might have everything to do with the length of your frame. I am short, and I need to make sure that it allows movement in that arm that is resting. So the other hand becomes your resting place, that the head and the neck are neutral and still, and you are able to relax your neck. One side will feel very different than the other. The dominant side might tell you about it a little differently, and I'm encouraging you just to stay and breathe. If you want to do nothing more than just rest here, and perhaps move the ball around so that gravity affects a slightly different place with a few breaths, then this is your practice. Once your body begins to quiet and you want to change it up, then lift the arm and reach it very slowly forward and back. And notice this first pass. Is the ball affecting more the deltoid or the pectoralis? Do you want to move the block and adjust the ball and keep it where you really need attention? For me, it's more in the pectoralis. For some people, it might be more the deltoid. But the movement is slow. I want to reach the arm forward, draw the elbow back. I'm trying to keep my moving arm somewhat parallel to the floor. And after a few passes, I'm going to keep the elbow down and back and just turn the palm side to side, side to side. Exactly. I think we get more out of this as the head is resting and the neck is neutral. So all of the muscles that run from the neck through to the shoulder, they participate in this release process. All right. From here, we're going to work our way. Turn the other way. The low block is underneath the pelvis. The massage balls are just behind the shoulders where my backpack straps would land. And my head is centered and neutral. Feet underneath the knees. You're welcome to stay here and just breathe. If you'll take the arms up, you'd be surprised that this little bit of weight then begins to affect the tightness from the ear to the shoulder. Scissor the arms, just feel what happens. Reach the arms actively. Cross the arms one past the other, go back to that goal post position. The arms are parallel to the floor. Cross the other arm above, return to that goal post position, just feel. But then if you wish, remove the balls, keep the head neutral, bear into your feet. Stay in this low bridge. Elongate the neck by reaching the fingertips down toward the heels. Turn the palms up and press the back of the hands into the floor. Tuck the shoulders underneath you any amount. Turn the palms down. Notice the effect on the shoulders, the neck. The arms bear down ever so slightly. You're trying to keep the neck relaxed. Just breathe. When you're ready for change, remove the block, slide it away. And as you return those 2 massage balls towards your body, place them, please, one on right outside, right underneath the outer sitting bones. So as you come on down with this nice long spine, you're anchoring the balls, you're sandwiching them in, the feet go wider, the arms can be wide, and you're going to rock the legs in that traction twist. If you prefer that they rest somewhere else, then make your adjustment. You can put them more to that outer sacral area between the sacrum and the greater trochanter, so that they are on the back side of the flat part of the pelvis, but they're not quite to the outer bony protrusion of that outer leg, right? And just continue this windshield wiper effect. From here, though, if you will, move the 2 massage balls to the very front of your sitting bones and let your legs just drape over them. They really don't take up that much space, but they might feel really great for your back. Rest your hands comfortably, bring your focus to your breath, and just breathe. Make your breath elongated. That doesn't necessarily mean full. It just means that you are lengthening your breath. Allow your arms to be wherever you wish. Follow your intuition. But as you focus on your breath, allow it to be smooth. There are no jagged edges. And this intention to have a quiet, long, smooth breath begins to affect the body. You're welcome to stay in this resting pose for as long as you wish, but as you are ready, come and sit. Acknowledge your practice. Namaste. Thank you for your presence.